Hello everyone, welcome to Agri.Rankers. So here in this video, we are going to discuss about the agriculture current affairs of the month of February. So this PDF has been uploaded on your Telegram group. You can download from there and read it by yourself also. Here in this video, I will be only focusing on the important points that will help you to read or understand this PDF. Okay, so let's begin. Question number one is, what is the subsidy given by government for entrepreneurship development in horses, donkeys, mules, and camels? So the correct answer here is 50%. Why this question? Because recently Government of India has amended the National Livestock Mission. So, National Livestock Mission was launched in 2014-15. And the aim of this mission is to uh, promote entrepreneurship development in rearing of poultry, sheep, piggeries, and all those things. Apart from this, insurance subsidy was also covered under this scheme. But the entrepreneurship development of these animals, horses, donkeys, and mules and camels were not covered. Now these animals had also been included, and all those who are involved in rearing these animals, they will get 50% capital subsidy. Okay, rearing means, see, we are talking about entrepreneurship development. Uh, in livestock mission, only rearing and earning profit from that animal is not will not give you subsidy. Here you have to rear that, okay, and you must have the facility for the reproduction also, and you must rear the young ones also. Okay, then only you will be eligible for the subsidy. Okay, National Livestock Mission is all about breed development. Okay, the development includes propagation of the breed also. Okay, as well as improvement of the breed also. So here, when you are rearing and assisting in reproduction and also rearing the young ones, then only you will get subsidy. So let's not go into detail of that. So apart from this, second amendment is that entrepreneurship development in fodder seed processing has also been included. Seed you can delete from here, you can edit here. Fodder processing has been included. So this component was already there in National Livestock Mission. Why, I don't know why this has been included. This was again informed by the government. Anyway, third one is breed conservation in here also you can edit breed improvement in horses, donkey and camel. So overall 10 crore grant will be given by the government of India to state government for establishment of semen stations and IVF centers, all those things for these animals. Okay. Fodder cultivation, this was also announced by government, and this is also a very important development here. Government of India will assist the state government if they opt for fodder production in non-forest and wasteland, so thereby increasing the area under fodder cultivation as well as utilizing these wastelands. So this is the objective of this particular amendment. Okay. Apart from this, some amendments in livestock insurance component of this scheme were made. So here the subsidy under this scheme has been increased, and now only farmers has to give only 15% of the premium. So the subsidy amount is 85%. Okay. Number of animals that are covered, that has also been increased only for sheep and goats. Earlier it was 5 units, now it is 10 units. Okay, 1 unit of small livestock contains 10 animals. So here 10 cattle units means 100 animals can be insured. Okay, so this is all about National Livestock Mission. All important aspects has been covered here. It was launched in 14-15 and it was revised in 21-22 to include entrepreneurship development also. Okay, so here there are 3 components under this scheme. One is submission on, sorry, 3 submissions under this scheme. One is submission on breed development of livestock and poultry. Okay, under this there is a entrepreneurship development program where breed development of poultry, sheep, goat, and piggery was covered earlier, and now these animals has also been covered. So different types, different amount of subsidies have been fixed for these. Anybody can avail the subsidy. Okay. Next component of this sub scheme is genetic improvement of these animals. Okay. So earlier sheep, goat, and pigs were covered. Poultry was not covered here, and now horses, donkeys has also been covered here. All are not eligible for subsidy or the grant. Here only state government agencies will be supported by the government to establish semen station and all those things. Okay, 60% of the expenditure will be borne by Government of India, and 40% has to be contributed by the state government. For Northeast, 90% as usual. Okay, so this component is centrally sponsored component. And this one is here, entire amount is given by Government of India to the beneficiary. It is a central sector component. Okay. So this scheme, we can see that National Livestock Mission has both central sector component as well as centrally sponsored component. Okay. Next is the submission on feed and fodder. Here also there are two components. One is fodder seed production. Okay, here all the institutions or government institution and the reputed private institution will be assisted by Government of India by 100% funding for fodder seed production. Okay, for all types of seed, breeder foundation or certified seeds. Okay. Next component under this submission is entrepreneurship activities for fodder processing and fodder storage. Anybody can avail the subsidy under this. They will give, government will give 50% capital subsidy. Okay. So entire cost here is borne by Government of India. So it is a central sector component. Next is innovation and extension. For innovation, for research also, that will be given to research institutions, selected research institutions only. For extension also, extension component has both central sector and centrally sponsored. 100% for training and capacity building. It is a central sector component. Okay. But for awareness and all those activities, 60% will be borne by Government of India. So it's a centrally sponsored component. Okay. Only state agencies are eligible under this. Most important thing is livestock insurance. Okay. So here both large cattle as well as buffalo, both are covered, as well as sheep, goats, yaks, rabbit, and pack animals. All these animals are covered. The subsidy is 85% on the premium amount. Okay, so this subsidy is again a centrally sponsored component here for 60% by Government of India and 40% by state. Okay, so the rest 15% will be contributed by the beneficiary or the farmer. Okay, so maximum number of animals that can be insured and get subsidy, that is 5 animals. Okay, if large animal is there, then only 5 animals, and if a small animal is there, then 5 cattle units. Okay, so in case of sheep and goat, this has been increased to 10 cattle units. Okay, so this is the premium amount for 1 year. It is 4.5%. In North, it is a little bit higher, and I think this will also be amended. For Northeast, this will also be amended. This will be lowered. Okay, because right now the subsidy has been made uniform. That is 85% for all. Earlier it was different for Northeast and other state. Okay, now the subsidy has been made uniform. Then this will also change. But you need to remember these things. Okay? For 1 year at least, you must remember 4.5%. Next question is FRP on sugarcane that was recently announced 340. Okay, rubber board is situated in Kottayam, Kerala. Why this in news? Because Government of India has recently increased the allocation under sustainable and inclusive development of natural rubber sector. So this is a scheme of Government of India, and the allocation under this scheme was increased recently. Not very important unless you are preparing for rubber board examination. Okay, but yeah, where rubber board is located, you must know. Okay, and there are 5 commodity boards in India. Okay, all these 5 commodity boards are statutory board, which means that they are established by a law of Parliament. Okay, all these boards are under Department of Commerce. So these 5 boards are coffee board in Bengaluru, rubber board in Kottayam, tea board in Kolkata, spice board in Kochi, tobacco board in Guntur. All these 5 are important. Apart from this, National Institute of Rubber Training is located in Kottayam only. So this institute is within the campus of rubber board. Okay. Okay, so about this scheme, Sustainable and Inclusive Development of Rubber, the name itself says that it is for expanding the area under rubber cultivation, as well as that rubber cultivation practice has to be more sustainable. Okay, for all this, government will support. Okay, what kind of support? 40,000 per hectare for planting rubber plant. Okay, in traditional area, and 2 lakh per hectare subsidy for planting in non-traditional areas. Okay, so all these things are there. Tax benefits are not very important. Global Pulse Conference was recently held. It was held in New Delhi. It was organized by NAFED and Global Pulse Confederation. About NAFED, you know what is NAFED. I have given here the role. All this, and you can read it yourself. Global Pulse Confederation is based in Dubai. More important here is India aims to achieve self-sufficiency in pulse production in 2027. Okay, this is the aim of the Government of India. Next question, Central Research Institute for Jute and Elite Fiber is located in Barakpur. Okay. So why this question? Because recently a standing committee released a report on development and promotion of jute industries, and all those challenges and recommendations were given. I have given you here. You can read at once, self-explanatory. And some information about jute. Jute is also known as a golden fiber. There are two species of jute grown in India. One is Corcus olitorius. It is the most common, okay? And jute is a phloem fiber, and it's obtained through a process of retting. Okay, so Central Research Institute for Jute and Elite Fiber is located in Barakpur, and National Institute of Research for Jute and Elite Fiber Technology is located in Kolkata. Jute Corporation of India is in Kolkata. Okay, so Jute Corporation is involved in procurement of jute. Okay. India is the largest producer of jute. 70% of the total production of the world is in India, but Bangladesh is the largest exporter of jute. Why? Because the jute of India is of inferior quality as compared to that of Bangladesh. So here, therefore, the recommendation has been given that you should assist in technology adoption. Okay, now this committee has given this recommendation so that our jute products can compete in international market. Okay. Who is considered as father of economic ecology? That is MS Swaminathan. Why this question? Because MS Swaminathan was recently conferred Bharat Ratna. Total 5 personalities were conferred Bharat Ratna this year, and it is the highest number in a single year. Okay, so these are the names of them. Most important for us is Dr. MS Swaminathan, and I have given you this information in your Telegram group earlier, but you can go through this once again. Important thing that you must remember is that the father of economic ecology, and he was also the father of green revolution in India. And everything is self-explanatory here. Awards that were given to Dr. MS Swaminathan are Shanti Sarup Bhatnagar Award, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. All these important awards were conferred to him. He was the first recipient of a World Food Prize. Okay. Yes, safety technology. And that was developed by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, helps to improve, that is grain storage. Okay, this technology helps in grain storage. It is based on radio frequency monitoring and all those things. Okay, so you can read this is self-explanatory, and this is important. How much incentive is given to MSME in fisheries sector for creation of job for one woman under the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Kisan Samriddhi Sah Yojana. So this Matsya Kisan Samriddhi Sah Yojana was recently approved by the cabinet. Okay, so under this scheme, 15,000 support is given to the MSME who generate additional job for one woman. Okay, so the entire scheme has been discussed here. Let's have a look at the important points. It is a central sector scheme. Okay, so the entire money that will be spent here will be from Government of India. Okay, it is a sub scheme under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana is a flagship scheme of Government of India. It is for holistic development of entire fisheries sector. Okay, so under this is a sub scheme. Under this, total expenditure is 6,000 crore, and this total expenditure is including the contribution from the beneficiaries. So if government is giving 40% subsidy and the rest 60% that is contributed by the beneficiary, that money has also been included, and that's why this total 6,000. Okay, so duration of this scheme is 4 years. Okay, key initiatives under the scheme. Okay, one is that National Fisheries Digital Platform will be developed, under which on this platform, all the stakeholders on fishery sector, they will be registered, so that it will be easier for the government to disperse benefits under this scheme. Okay, and this will help in formalization of the fisheries sector. And formalization of fisheries sector is the major aim, not one of the aim. It is the major aim of this scheme. Okay, first formalization and then giving support. Okay, what is the benefit of this? If you are registered on this platform, it means that the sector is becoming formalized. It is organizing itself. Okay. Next is incentives to support micro enterprises to improve fisheries sector value chain efficiency. So see all the value chain, all the processing and cold storage and transportation, all these things are not very efficient. Okay. The cost of the product that we purchase from the market, okay, in that cost, major portion of that cost is beared by this because of less efficiency in processing and all the entire value chain. So this efficiency has to be increased by investing in technology. So for that, government will help the micro enterprises, okay, not medium and small, only micro enterprises, okay, here. So here, 25% of the total investment that is made by the micro enterprise for improving the efficiency, okay. So all that 25% will be given as the subsidy, okay, to that enterprise, okay. Apart from that, for village level organization and self-help groups, 35 and cooperatives also, for these 35% will be given as subsidy, okay, up to 2 crore, okay. Here it is up to 35 lakh, okay. This is the subsidy amount given for quality of for ensuring the quality of the fish product, okay, like certification and all those things, okay. For that also, micro enterprise will be supported with 25% of the total investment. If you invest 100 rupees on improving the quality and getting the certificates and all those things for your product, 25 rupees will be given by the government, okay. Okay, so the maximum amount under this is 35 lakh, okay. For small enterprises, that was for micro. For small, it is 25% up to 75 lakh. Okay. The earlier one that was improving the efficiency, this one was not for small enterprise. Okay. And this one for quality assurance, small enterprise has also been included. For village level and cooperative, it is 35% as usual. Okay. So for investment in these two, for 2 and 3, means for quality and for efficiency, under these two, if investment, if you generate jobs, okay, for that you will get 15,000 for each extra job generated for a woman and 10,000 for each extra job generated for a man. Okay. Now the fourth component is about subsidy. Okay, there is no government scheme on to give subsidy on the insurance under fishery sector. So an appropriate insurance product will be developed first. Okay, and it is aimed that at least 1 lakh hectare of area under aquaculture will be covered under fisheries insurance. Okay, it is proposed that if you have farm aquaculture, then you will get 40% of the cost of the premium as subsidy from the government. And if you are doing intensive aquaculture like cage and biofloc, then you will get in that case also you will get 40%. Okay, but it is for maximum 1 lakh. Here also it is for maximum 1 lakh, but here if you have less than 4 hectare of area, here the maximum area that will be covered per beneficiary is 4 hectare. But if you have less than 4 hectare area, suppose you have only 1 hectare area under farm aquaculture, then you will get up to 25,000 as subsidy. Okay. Next is, what is the maximum interest subvention given on loan taken for eligible activities under Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Development Fund? Okay, this is a fund established by Ministry of Animal Husbandry, and here 3% interest subvention is given for the loan taken under Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Development. So this subvention is different from the KCC. You know that under KCC also fisheries sector has been included, but that KCC is for working capital. But here we are talking about infrastructure. That means capital investment. Okay, that capital investment is covered here. So here 3% subvention is given. Okay, and this 3% subvention is not to the farmer or the cultivator. It is to the bank so that they can disburse loans on lower interest rate. Okay. So cabinet has granted an extension to the Fisheries Infrastructure Development Fund for an additional 3 years. Okay. The aim is implementing agency is National Fisheries Development Board is the implementing agency. Quantum of loan is up to 80% of the project cost will be maximum period of repayment is 12 years. So for 12 years, this subsidy will be, this summation will be given. That the summation is up to 3% per annum up to 12 years, including 2 years of moratorium. Okay, effective interest rate after summation should not be lower than 5%. Okay, why this has been included here? Because effective interest rate under KCC is 4%. Okay, after submission. Okay, so here it is said that effective interest rate after submission should not be less than 5%. I think 1% more than the working capital they are planning here. Interest rate will be as decided by the lending agency. Eligible entity are both government and private, including corporate, and all those private companies and government companies are eligible under this. Okay. Lending agency is for state, NABARD. For cooperative sector, it is National Cooperative Development Corporation, and for others, it is all the scheduled banks. Okay, all the eligible activities, everything is here. National Fisheries Development Board was established in 2006. Its headquarters is in Hyderabad. Okay. Next is a pilot program to onboard fair price shops on open digital commerce platform was launched in which state? That is Himachal Pradesh. Fair price shops are to distribute the grains and all these under all the commodities under public distribution system. In Himachal Pradesh, this a pilot project was launched to upload these fair price shops on open network digital commerce. So ONDC, Open Network Digital Commerce, is a platform developed by Government of India, okay, to give the benefits of digital marketing or online shopping to the ones. See, this is like ONDC is like a super app where all the platform like Amazon, Flipkart, anybody can register here. You can register your shop also on this platform and sell the goods online very easily. Okay, so here fair price shops has also been included here on the pilot basis. Okay. Next is what is the subsidy given by Government of India on per kg of sugar under TPDS to Antodya Anna Yojana. So under TPDS, government provides sugar at subsidized rate only to the Antodya Anna family. So very poor. These are the group of people who are very poor. Okay. So for each kg of sugar, 18.5 rupees is given by Government of India as a subsidy. So this particular component of TPDS has been extended for 2 more years. So that's why this question has appeared. Okay. Interest summation given to loan taken for eligible activities under Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund. So earlier we had studied for fishery infrastructure development. So here it is Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund. Here also it is 3% interest summation. Okay. So why this news? Because again, this infrastructure development fund has been extended for 3 more years. Okay. So this fund is being managed and implemented by Department of Animal Husbandry. Okay, financing institutions are scheduled commercial banks, National Cooperative Development Bank, NABARD, and NDDB. All these are eligible activities are dairying, processing, meat processing. All these are animal eligible activities. Here, farming loans are not eligible. See, farming loans are covered under KCC. So here, farming loans are not eligible. Only infrastructure loans or capital investments will be eligible here. Okay. Benefit is 3% interest summation for 8 years. In fisheries, it is 12 years, but here it is 8 years. Okay. Loan amount is up to 90% of the project cost. In fisheries, it is 80% of the project cost. Okay. Rate of interest as fixed by the government, usually. Okay. Next question. First National Conference on Promotion of Seaweed Cultivation. Okay, it is the first national conference for seaweed. So it is important. So that is in Kutch district. Actually, precisely we can say Koteshwar town of Kutch district. Okay, Koteshwar. Okay, that Kutch in Gujarat. So here the aim of this conference is promotion of seaweeds. For seaweed cultivation also interest subvention is given under fishery infrastructure development. Okay, you must remember this. So, and again, for development of seaweed, this conference is being organized. Okay, first time. Okay, so this becomes very important. You have to read a little bit about seaweeds. I have given you some information here. You can go through this. These are I have covered all the important points that you must remember. You can go through this ones. Pulse Day is celebrated on 10th February. The theme is pulses nurturing soil and people. Recently, government has increased the authorized capital of Food Corporation of India. Okay, so authorized capital has been increased to 21,000 crore. This is important. Okay, and not every year authorized capital is increased. After 10 year, 15 year, or 5 year, it is increased. So this is important. Now the authorized capital of Food Corporation of India is 21,000 crore. This means that Food Corporation of India will have more money to invest. Okay, so this all this money can be used for more storage creation or expansion, all these things. Okay, Food Corporation of India headquarters in New Delhi. So startup forum for aspiring leaders and mentors. Okay, that is Sufalam. Okay, this is a startup forum that was recently held. And this Sufalam Startup Forum is for food processing industry. All the stakeholders of food processing industry were present here. Mainly startups were present here, and they discussed about how to promote this particular sector. Okay. Remember this Sufalam term and where it was organized? It was in New Delhi. Okay, yes, this is important. This is very important. Grow initiative of Niti Aayog deals with agroforestry, restoration of wasteland, access forestry suitability across all districts in India, all of the above. So the answer is all of the above. So what is GROW initiative? GROW stands for Greening and Restoration of Wasteland and Agroforestry. Wasteland with agroforestry. The title itself says that on wasteland you practice agroforestry. Okay, it will help in expanding area under agroforestry, as well as helps to improve the income of the farmers, as well as helps to help in carbon sequestration also. So the target of the Indian government in reducing the carbon footprint that also can be met, as well as income generation can also be met. Okay, all these things can be met with doing agroforestry on wasteland. So this Niti Aayog, this initiative, that GROW initiative is all about mapping the entire area of the nation and find out what are all the pockets which are most suitable for agroforestry. So in all the districts, this has been done and a report was published on that basis. Okay, that report is known as GROW report. Okay, that report was released by Niti Aayog. So this report has state-wise and district-wise agroforestry suitability index. Okay, suitability index means how much that area is suitable for agroforestry. So based on this agroforestry suitability index, government of that particular state can plan about on which area or in the wasteland they can promote agroforestry. Okay. So total 16.96% of the total geographical area of India is wasteland. Okay, and 8.65% is under agroforestry. Currently, this is the current data. Okay, and India aims to restore 26 million hectare of degraded land by 2030. So by restoring this 20 million hectare, okay, we can through agroforestry, we can achieve two targets. One is improving the income, as well as our commitments in United Nations Environment Program, that we are going to reduce our carbon footprints. Okay. India is the first country in the world to form and announce an National Agroforestry Policy in 2014. So in 2014, National Agroforestry Policy was announced by government. And at that time, we were the first nation in the world to announce this kind of policy. Okay. Next, subsidy given by government for installation of solar rooftop system up to 2 kilowatt under Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. So this is not related to agriculture, but this is a major scheme and was launched in previous month only. And that is on 13th February 2024. It was announced by the government in January itself, but launched on 13th February. Okay. So here, total 60% of the subsidy is given for up to 2 kilowatt. Okay. And total how much kilowatt solar system can be established on one rooftop, that is 3 kilowatt. So that for extra 1 kilowatt, the subsidy is 40%. Okay, if I'm correct. Let's see here. Yeah, for extra 1 kilowatt, it is 40%. So this subsidy is fixed in this scheme. Okay, don't confuse with it. This subsidy is fixed, but the amount that you usually hear, that is uh, that is 78,000 uh, rupees for 3 kilowatt and 60,000 for 2 kilowatt. Okay, but 30,000 each for 1 kilowatt. That is based on the current market price. Whatever will be the market price, okay, of that market price, 60% subsidy will be given. Okay, for first 2 kilowatt and 40% for the third kilowatt. So this is the more important thing to remember here. So you know that this scheme is about establishing solar rooftop panels on 1 crore households. Okay, by discoms. Discoms mean distribution companies. Okay, in every state there are discoms, and so those solar rooftop units will be connected with the grid. So if you are using less electricity than that generated by that solar unit, you can sell that electricity also. Okay, so all these are the benefits of this scheme. Interest rate is, see, for 60% is subsidy. Okay, rest 40%, beneficiary can invest from his pocket, or he or she can take loan. On that loan, he'll have to pay low interest, that is 7% currently. Actually, if the repo rate increases, then the interest rate will increase. Okay, so this interest rate is linked with repo rate. Currently, the repo rate is 6.5, so the interest rate comes out to be 7%. So if repo rate increases or decreases, and consequently, the interest rate under this scheme will increase or decrease. So currently, it is 7%. Eligibility, every Indian can do. More focus will be for medium and low income people. Okay. Next is helpline launched for real-time resolution of grievances related to compensation delays and insurance queries about Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So a helpline was launched. The number of helpline is 1444. Okay. So this is the number of helpline. 1551 is for Kisan Call Center. Okay. So this helpline was launched to settle the grievances of the farmers. Okay, about this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. All the queries can be answered here. There are many initiatives under PM Fasal Bima Yojana. One is Sarthi. This was also launched recently. Okay, so this Sarthi interface is available on Aid app. Aid app was also launched to aid the farmers about Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So on this Aid app, you can download this app on your phone. Just click and the insurance company representative will come to your home and give you insurance. Okay, so at the doorstep, this insurance is available to farmers through this Aid app. So on this Aid app also, this Sarthi interface is there. On this interface, not only crop insurance, okay, all other insurance that are going to be beneficial for the farmer, all the information about all those insurance is available here. So this Sarthi interface was also launched, as well as the Kishan Rakshak portal and helpline. Helpline is 1444 and Rakshak portal. The function of both these two are same. Okay. Okay. Recently, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution launched Bharat Rice. Okay, you must have heard about Bharat Atta that was launched in January. In February, Bharat Rice was launched at what price? At 27 point. No, not 27.5. It was 29. Okay, so it's 29. The correct answer is C here. Okay, so this Bharat Rice was launched here at the rate of 29 rupees per kg. Bharat Atta was launched as 27.5 rupees per kg. In the month of January. Similarly, Bharat Dal is also available, and apart from these, onion is also available at low cost. Okay, all these things are available at the outlet of NAFED and NCCF and all the fair different Kendriya Mandars. Okay, you can go there and you can purchase it at lower prices. Okay, there is no need to be to have ration card or to be included in National Food Security Act is beneficial. All the citizens of India are available to, they are all eligible. Anybody can go and take this benefit. Okay. So this is all done to give relief to the consumer. So here it is 29 rupees. Okay. Next is how much additional storage capacity will be created in cooperatives under recently launched world's largest grain storage plan in cooperative sector. So this plan was launched by Government of India in last year, but recently first phase was recently completed. And that pilot phase was recently completed in 11 packs, and that pilot phase was inaugurated by Prime Minister. So this question has appeared here. So total 70 million tons of the capacity of storage will be developed under this scheme. So let's read about this scheme. World's largest grain storage plan in cooperative sector. It will have a budget of 1 lakh crore, and it was launched in 2023. And the first phase of the pilot, so initially it is in pilot stage right now. Okay, so in that pilot stage, first phase was recently inaugurated. Okay, so overall 70 million tons of storage capacity will be added to cooperative sector. Uh, all those storage structures of 500 ton to 2000 ton will be assisted under this scheme. Okay, main focus of this scheme is to develop storage structure at PAX level. Okay, primary agriculture credit societies level, and also to allow PAX to undertake other activities other than giving credit. Okay, like storage and selling other items also. All these things have been included. Everything is given here. You can read. Okay. Apart from this, Prime Minister also inaugurated computerization of 18,000 packs. So there's one more scheme about computerization of packs. Okay. So this scheme aims to computerize 60,000 functional packs. So there are more than 1 lakh packs in our country. Out of these, 60,000 are functional. Okay, so all these packs will be computerized under this scheme. So here all the hardware and everything will be given to these packs for their computerization. So everything is here. You can read by yourself. And these two schemes are very important. Although they were not launched recently, but because Prime Minister has inaugurated, so they become important. Next is the largest textile event in India, that is Bharat Text 2024, was recently organized in which state? That is New Delhi. Okay, the Bharat Text is all about promoting the indigenous textiles. Okay, so this event was important because this was inaugurated by Prime Minister. Actually, the Prime Minister keeps on inaugurating things. Organized by consortium of 11 textile export promotion councils and all those. What is important here? Important here is India Text project was launched during this event. Okay, India Text project is a project of United Nations Environment Program. Okay, and it is funded by government of Denmark also. Okay, here in this project, the entire textile sector, the textile industries in India will be promoted to adopt circulatory approach, which means circulatory approach means reducing the waste. Or in short, we can say that reducing less natural resources. You know that fiber comes from cotton, okay, and that is a natural resource, okay. So here, if you consume less fiber, it means we are saving land under cotton, and we are, in a way, we are promoting the sustainability. So here, circulatory approach will be promoted, which means that develop new technologies so that raw material requirement also reduces, as well as while using that product, final product, you reuse that, repair that, refurbish that, and after the use is over, repurpose that and recycle that. Okay. So all this is about reducing the use of natural resources. Okay. Next here, important thing about this event is that Prime Minister mentioned about Kasturi cotton. Now, this is the brand and logo for Indian cotton. Okay, all the certified Indian cotton products of high quality and traceability. Okay, they will have this logo. Okay, this is to give a special identity to the Indian cotton products in the world market. Okay, so PM also mentioned about PM Mitra scheme. Under this, 7 PM Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel parks will be developed under this scheme. So in all these park, food park, whether it's food park or it is a textile park, all parks have the only purpose, that is to give all the facilities at one place. Okay, they will have mills will be there, there will be logistic facilities, and there will be common effluent treatment plant so that anybody can come and use those facilities at rent. Okay, so this is all, this is about reducing the cost, okay, of production. So, so similarly, there are 7 PM Mitra parks that will be developed. You can read this. Not a very important scheme. Okay, you just have to remember that here there are 7 parks will be developed, and you know, the food parks and textile parks all have same kind of things. 500 crore assistance will be given by Government of India for each development of each park. Next is, which state has the highest monthly per capita consumption expenditure? So this is Sikkim. And recently this household consumption expenditure survey was released by National Statistical Organization. And these are the details of that survey. Not very important, not directly linked with agriculture. But it has become important because Niti Aayog chairman, after studying this report, said that India's poverty has declined to 5%, less than 5%, based on the report of this survey. You know, the average rural spending of is 3,773 rupees per month. So average rural household is spending 3,773 rupees per month. So if you take into account the criteria of being poor, okay, so it is above that. Okay, so he's saying that less than 5% poverty is there, but he's not mentioning about it is about rural household spending. Okay, there are different aspects of this. Okay, but one thing you can remember here is that highest spending is in Sikkim and the lowest is in Chhattisgarh. Okay, and average rural spending you can remember. Okay, it is 3,773, and this is only the claim. Okay, there is it's not. It has not been said in any report of Niti Aayog. It is verbally claimed by the CEO of Niti Aayog. So not important here. What is the GDP growth rate for year 23-24 according to second advance estimate? So it is 7.6%. Recently on 29th February, recent GDP data was released by NSSO. So all this data is given in your PDF. Most important things that is asked in your examination, that is about GDP. So here it is 7.6%. Budget allocation to Ministry of Agriculture. This year budget allocation is 1.2 lakh crore. Okay, so this is the most important question from the budget. So this entire GDP data that was released by NSSO that is given here. You can read this if you are appearing for any examination in the month of March or April. So if you're appearing only for NABARD and AFO, then you can leave this because at least 4 months is left for your NABARD examination, and in that time a new data will come. So if you are appearing for any exam in in March and April, you can read this. And then this is all about summary of the budget. This PDF was already given in your Telegram group, but since this budget was announced in February, so this I have attached here also. Only important aspects here. Yeah, this you can skip these things because these have changed. Okay, all these things have changed, and it is there in this latest data. Okay, this is about budget of 23-24, a comparison. Okay, so this has become old. You can skip this. Okay, this you can remember for the coming 3 months till the new budget is announced after elections. You need to remember these things. Only important things like fiscal deficit and budget allocation to Ministry of Agriculture. All these things you need to remember. And this major subsidy expenditure. Okay, how much has been allocated for fertilizer subsidy, food subsidy? Okay, all these things. Apart from this, major announcement by the finance minister told about digital public infrastructure in agriculture. Solar rooftop program was announced. Okay, and you know, we just read about this scheme. Value addition to agriculture sector. Okay, Under this Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprise, all these yojanas were announced. Post-harvest promotion, nano DAP, dairy sector, all these are the priorities of the government. Okay. Matsya Sampada Yojana, all these are the priorities. Lakpati Didi, this is not directly related to agriculture, but yes, it was announced and somewhat related to your rural development portion. Okay, so that's why I included here. PM Kisan Samman Yojana, PM Fasal Bima Yojana, E-NAM, or Electronic National Agriculture Market. All these are evergreen topics. You should always have information about these things. Okay. So that's all about the February current affair. You can download the PDF and read it by yourself. Important points has been discussed by me here. Okay, so all the best to all of you. We are ending this video now.